Hello everyone, olá a todos, bem-vindos a mais um vídeo. Hoje foi um bocadinho mais tarde e vim tratar de umas coisas, portanto, às vezes tenho aqui clientes e não posso, como lógico, estar a correr com eles, como se costuma dizer, né? A gente está cá para servir. Guys, I'm sorry about the video a little late, but I have some customers here, and of course I need to talk with him, okay? So, today, I'm going... Maybe I was talking of doing the weathering on this one, but I'm going to do another thing, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the same colors I used yesterday. For that I use 4 colors. Okay, all this from Vallejo. I'm going to use this from model Mk. It's the heart. Let's see, you can see here on my top. Okay, so this one. Then I'm going to use this. If you remember that, just let me see if he focus. Focus. Out of my face. Olá Sérgio, tudo bem? So it's the 16. I'm going to show on the other camera, it's better. So I'm going to pull right away for the other camera. So let's go right there. Okay, you can see here the size of the 172 scale and 135 scale. So it's massive. Okay, what I have here, it's the Merkava. This is the MK2, the B version. So it's awesome. Hello Mark, how are you? Zé, tudo bem? Portanto, vamos lá falar sobre as tintas. Como eu estava a dizer, vou utilizar esta, a terra da Mk. So this is from Mk. I'm going to use this one. So this is the Kaki. Okay, so it's very difficult to pronounce. I must see this. So this is for the shadows. Then I'm going to use the Kaki brown, and at the end I'm going to this one for the highlights. And of course that two last colors I'm going to use thinner medium for this, and it's good on this big scale because yesterday you don't see too much well how I make all this, because it's difficult to see such different things. But I'm going to make the weathering, and you are going to see this live without any problem. But today I'm going to start on this Merkava the same thing. So this one is from Takom, and this. Olá Paul, olá, tudo bem? This one it was built by my friend Otávio, and of course I'm going to start painting this, and I hope you like it. So it's the same technique I used yesterday. You can see on my video of yesterday. It's going to be the same thing. So I'm going to remove your turret, and I got here the hole. You can see here the sides. Some guys tell me how I paint the tracks, the rims, all in here. So I paint like that, and it's going to be a chance for you guys to see. Hola, Detlef. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing well. I'm sorry. Okay, so for this I'm going to continue using my Evolution. Okay, and this is with the 04 needle, so it's what I need. So yesterday I paint that little one, that this is 72, so for this it's easy. So just putting here, if you don't have any dust here, so it's a good thing for this. Okay, first color is going to be this from Model Air, again the heart, and this is going to be all over my Merkava. So I put here 20 drops. Now I got here my favorite airbrush flow improver. It helps a lot, guys, believe it or not. So for this I put 2 drops. Count this like thinner too, okay? And of course airbrush thinner. So 7, okay, for this. So I got here the mix coming out, so start painting. So you can see it's so thin that I want to control all the flow, and for that just paint this thin. It's a better way. Alright, so don't try to paint this in one step, guys. So it's very important that you don't paint. Try. Paulo, ok, algum centro utilizo tinta Tamiya, posso usar ou existe outro tipo? Utiliza-se. Qual é o nome? Isto, Paulo, isto é tudo da Vallejo, só muda, isto é gamer, isto é mais para jogos de fantasia. Mas como eu gosto de fazer as minhas mixes de pintura, é normal que eu utilize várias gamas, ok? Eu até tenho aqui uma que eu tenho um verde. Onde é que eu tenho? Acho que está aqui. É mais difícil de passar no airbrush, mas isto é uma tinta da Noturna, portanto pertence também à Vallejo, como podes ver, mas é desenvolvida por uma firma que é Noturna, tanto para figuras. Só que fica, sinceramente, fica espetacular em certos jogos que eu gosto. Então aqui uma secagem rápida. Claro que as tintas de Vallejo podemos sempre estar a dar à vontade com o secador, que nunca vai estragar nada, rigorosamente nada. Isto, lógico, quando a gente trabalha com camadas finas, não há problema. So, more color, vamos a mais cor. Agora já vi como é que ela está a sair. Então vamos lá controlá-la como eu quero. Aqui usar o meu pincel para fazer mistura. Há quem goste de misturar fora, eu sempre gostei de misturar mesmo próprio dentro do copo. Nada, Paulo. Então vamos continuar. Portanto, isto está a ser a cor base. E já lá foi. Ok, ontem 10 gotas dava para montes, como é lógico. Hello Michael, how are you my friend? So more color. And before of that, guys, just put some a little less airbrush cleaner, just to clean a little the nozzle, and of course here on the front the needle. So okay, 20 drops. Flow improver, you see I put now 5 drops of this. I'm going to start putting the paint a little more thick, but before, hair dryer. As you can see, real quickly, drying time, and on this step you don't need to paint all with this color, very strong color. Okay, you can leave some highlights or some dark areas, okay, but it's up to you guys. Like I always said, this is your tank, you paint like you want. Sorry. I'm here on the bottom too, of course. And I am liking the color. I think it's good. So let's put this away and grab here the turret and start making the same thing on the turret. So just this first flow, you can see it's like rain. This is what we need to start grabbing the paint. Okay. If you are seeing, I am not painting all the turrets. I'm going to leave some dark areas. Okay. It's helped to make the first fresh shading. Okay, so this is the top of it's the turret. Okay, it's going to be the first thing you are going to see. This is the first point of your eyes. So for that you need to paint more careful. You see? So I'm just going to clean a little my airbrush. Sorry guys. So just a little more. And clean more. Sorry guys. So this is the tedious part. So isto é a parte mais chata, mas é necessitada. Vou deixar o airbrush aqui a funcionar como deve de ser. Ok, agora vou agarrar aqui, passar um bocadinho com isto. Olá João Rocha, tudo bem? So just with this color and leaving that dark areas, I don't paint too much. You just have a very nice contrast all over the paint or the model. I'm sorry. Now you are going to see the difference of you see the color here, and now where I put the turret, it's different. And you can see more details here up on the turret. This paintwork here is more equal, and this is more loose. I left dark areas on purpose, okay, to have these little dark areas, the highlights. So, but I'm going to work with the other colors. So now I'm going to flip this. Careful. Okay, you can see now the bottom. And okay, let's go put some color again. Just a little mix. The good of the Vallejo paint, if you don't have thinner, it's if you add thinner, you just put water and you can paint. It's not the same thing, but it's going to resolve nicely. I'm just painting here the wheels. Let me put the turret right there. A little more here. All right. Okay, it's time to use my hair dryer. And you can see it's very quick to dry. You can see here, not like this, like this. There are some parts I don't paint. You see it's more dark here and more dark in some parts of the wheels. But I'm going to leave like that because I'm going to use the other to make the dark areas. So now just round of this, so careful, like this, and just a little more paint, and that's alright. More paint. So here I don't want a solid color. So it's just the amount of color you see right now. It's what I want here on the model. Now, for this one, it's done. So let's clean, and I'm going to start with the color to make the shadows. Okay, it's good, but first let's go with my eyeliner. Alrighty then, so good to go, the turret with all the base color done. Now I'm going to start here on the bottom, and for that I'm going for that one, the khaki one, and that name I don't know how to say, Zashitini Tiwi, just Tiwi, I think it's something like that. What can I say? So now I'm going to paint the shadows, okay? It's very important, the shadows here and on the top, okay? You are going to see. So it's the same technique I use on that little one from Model Collect, but it's going like this. So this is a little greenish, okay? But it's going to be rather dark. Yeah. So it's like this. You need to put the flow like this. Okay. And I'm not using any thinner on this. Okay, let's flip this. Like that. Need more color. You can see I'm not painting all. You see there are some gaps, and that's what I want. Now painting the interior. Make that dark areas. Now I can flip right away because I don't paint the tracks. Now I'm going to paint some areas like here. Oops. In the interior of this, okay, here around the turret. Some of these grills. It's very important to give a different tone. And you see, I got loads of different tones here. Now let's grab here the turret. And on the turret, I'm going to start painting the sides. And making gear on this part of the cannon. And very important, guys, move your model to see what are you doing. It's very important. Okay, then with that khaki, it's a very unpronounceable, guys, for me. Okay. So just cleaning the airbrush. And you are going to see it's going to be very easy, the paint work on this. Okay, we are at 30 minutes. And it's very easy. If you are going to ask me if I do this on airplanes, yes, I do the same thing on airplanes, and you are going to see this year I'm going to build lots of airplanes again. Okay, so I'm not the things I build most in my life. It was airplanes. Okay. The tanks, it's I think about 5-10 years, okay, but I build loads of aeroplanes too. Okay, now I'm going to start working with the thinner medium. It's going to be my help with the khaki brown. So this is going to be glaze. I'm going to make glaze on the model, but you prefer it's like a wash. You normally do a wash with a brush, but this is with paint, so this is going to be very thin. What I'm going to do, and I'm going to put a glaze, so I'm going to put the paint. It's going to be very subtle on the top of this, and you're going to see all the work on the turret. You are going to see, guys. It's the same thing I do yesterday. The thinner medium you need to shake too. And on the first one it's going to be almost a 50-50. So I put 10 drops of the color. Now the thinner. I put 12 drops, and I'm going to put 1 drop of the flow improver. Now it's very important to mix this very well. So with the midi thinner, you are not going to lose any properties of the paint. You're just going to put the paint very transparent. Now it's all on the model. Okay, and it's going to start changing the color. Complete difference. Don't try to put too much. Okay, you can see now I'm going to put here the difference of the color. It's much different, guys. Now I'm going to make the same thing here. Alright. So more color. The same mix, 10 drops, thinner medium, 12, and of course one of the flow improver. So we are using at the time 3 colors. I'm going to pull these very careful here. Putting down. Oops, like this. So this is like a mist. Now in some areas here, let me put right there and approach. I'm going to put more color in some areas. So this is going to be the first highlight. You see, it's changing. Right, now moving and work on the turret. I'm going to put on the edges. The middle of the panels. So this is where the sun is going to be. Okay, you can see on this edge. Let's go. It's more bright. Now let me go here. You see on the gun barrel. Now I'm going on the middle. Like this, something like this. And when you think it's going to be just a little more here or here, okay, it's done. Don't put too much. You are going to ruin all the work. So it's time for the cleaning. And on this step, we can go with another color. Olá Gabriel, tudo bem? Obrigadinho. So now it's time to work with these colors. So this is going to be the highlight, and I'm going to continue with the medium thinner. I'm sorry, but now I'm going to reduce. So I'm going to use 75% of the paint and 25% of the thinner. Okay, I'm going to reduce the mix. Oops, let me shake. And as you can see, it's very bright, this color. Okay, 5 drops. And let's go. Just me mix this. Now you must control the flow. Okay, so now again I'm going on the edges. Panels. Now you can see the difference from each side. Let me put like this. I'm going now work here, there, and you are going to see. So start working on the middle of these boxes, edge, around. you see the difference. It's so easy, and when you are going to put the filters or washes on this, it's going to be fantastic, believe it. Here on the back you got the sunlight there, and this one too. Oops. Around this. See it? Now let's flip this. On the gun barrel, the same thing too. You see, I'm leaving the middle. Right now, you see it's so different right now. Now you can see here these parts. I'm going to give this a light there. And on this little belly here too. So when you are going to put here the color, you are going the rest of the color, you're going to see. So this is almost what we do on the airplanes. You see the difference? It's such like that, but you work on the panels of the airplane. So it's good here, just this side, this side. So I'm going to put the photos, guys, and then you see the photos and you can judge by yourself. Okay, you see so many different change colors, even on the gun barrel. You see the gun barrel, and just with paint. Now I'm going to remove the turret. Careful. So 43 minutes and working with 4 colors. Oops. And that's what we got. So now I'm going to make the same thing at all in the panels. On the big ones you just start making a mist, because remember, around here it's going to be more dark. Okay, so don't go too much light around here. Let's go. The edge. You see? So much different. Here on the front. It's very important you have patience for the paint to go out. Sometimes you you push too much the trigger out, and it's going to make a bad flow, and of course you make a big mess. You can see the marks. So I need just a little more color. And of course, titanium. Now I'm going here on the skirts too. Okay, now to the other side. And of course, more color, but before, just a little clean. So at this point, I have the airbrush very, very dirty. But I am almost finishing this. So let me go, I think it's this side. Yes. Alright, so I think we are done with this. Let me just put here some more 2 drops and just work a little here on the back. Okay. So I got so many contrasts with colors. And yes, done. So guys, you are going to see that on the photographs I will post, and you are going to see so big difference with this. So just clean. Okay. Let me just put this right there. Okay. 4 colors. Yep, like that. Yes. And of course, my medium titanium makes a big difference on the work. Now I'm just going to give a little of this. Right, now I'm going to put here the turret, and you are guys going to see the big difference now. Here it is. You see, just with the paint we got a very nice paint work there. Let me show you guys on the side, you see. And on this side too. So it's very easy. You can see the details. Oops, the gun, you see. So easy. Alright, as you can see, in 55 minutes I paint all this, okay? The only thing I put earlier it's the black primer, and with the black primer and all the layers I put from the paint, and I don't put a solid color, so I have all these shadows to work. And as you can see, side by side, it's very similar, okay? But on this side, 135 scale, you can do, you can have more nice details on this, and this it's more difficult. But these guys from Model Collect make these ones so awesome and very easy to build and paint. Okay. So guys, we done for the video of today. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, like always, you just ask me, and if I know, of course, I'm going to answer. Some guys are thinking, why don't you use the colors for the EDF tanks? Okay, if you are doing Israel tank, why don't you do that like that? Normally, of course, you can do, okay, the right color, but this is going to be for on the diorama, and I'm going to put some figures here. It's going to be a nice what I have on my mind. It's going to be a nice diorama, and I think you are going to like it. If you don't like it, what can I say? Sometimes we make nice works, and sometimes we make very bad works, but it's like all in life. All we do, it's not going to be fantastic. So I like to use the color modulation. Okay, sometimes it's not the real thing. Okay, but what we are doing on this, it's not a real thing. It's a miniature of a real thing, and if you want to put some fantasy, if you want to make a what if. It's like this. So I normally use 4 to 6 colors in just one color. On this one, it's a sand color base, but you can see the colors I use. So, but if tomorrow, if I want, I can use another 4 different sand colors. So it's like that. So thank you very much for watching. I catch you up on tomorrow. It's going to be earlier. The video it's going to be about around 4 or 5 of the afternoon, because I'm going to have some friends here to play war games. Of course, it's going to be later. Ok? Pessoal, obrigadinho por verem. Amanhã vou ter aqui war games, portanto vou começar a fazer o vídeo mais cedo. O tema, ainda não vos vou dizer o que é, porque sinceramente também estou aqui a pensar. Eu tenho aqui atrás de mim tanta coisa para fazer. O mal é que eu tenho muita coisa sobre isto. Eu tenho aqui, por exemplo, o Ace da Takom também. Este é um veículo espetacular. Podem ver que mexe, ele avança à frente e tudo, empurra tudo. Portanto, este está muito bom e vai fazer parte de um diorama também que eu estou a fazer com um Abrams. Aqui apanhá-lo. Ora, aqui está um Abrams. Este é da Rainfield Models. E ainda vai dar um bom trabalhinho que vai ficar num diorama. Mas como estou a fazer muita coisa de cor de areia, eu vou mudar o tema, que é para depois vocês não se perderem e dizerem assim, é sempre a mesma coisa, que é a parte que eu não quero e que é muito importante disso. Thank you, my friend. Por isso, ou talvez, também podemos apanhar aqui o meu Fury, este Sherman, é o da Italieri. So this is the Sherman by Italieri. So yeah, it's maybe another thing I can do. Okay? Bye guys, adeus pessoal, obrigado mais uma vez por ver e mais uma hora aqui bem passada. Até amanhã.